Cyberpunk Edge Runners is ruthless.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching Peak tonight.
It is Peak. I love this anime.
They still got us working this case. Should have been home by now.
Damn, they still got y'all on the clock? What are you even doing out there?
Jack shit. But if they paying overtime, it don't make a difference to me.
Who the hell are you? Back it up. Walking up to my window like, oh shit, a double barrel. And that's how we're starting. Immediate violence, cause of death vaporized.
Like
and they
10
all
seconds.
started emptying their mags, but just like in every other show, cops are useless.
Guns are
Gazillion-dollar
useless.
organization and they still can't get good loot. Meanwhile, this guy is immune to bullets with built-in missiles. Then he proceeds to spray. I don't even think he aiming at nothing, he just shooting. But this guy was waiting for this moment, his time to shine. He was going to be the hero of this tragedy. He peeps to reload, this is his chance.
Oh,
Well, he tried. Who
wait,
could've-
what happened to him? His head got cut off? Oh no! Censor that. Can't show that on YouTube.
built-in safe. Then this guy runs in, don't know what his plan was though. What did you think getting closer was going to do? This guy has like 200 pounds on you. Your gun is your only option. If anything, you chose the worst option. Cause
Facts.
little do they know, this guy has a blade in every appendage. He sliced him with the knee blade, then rips him in half. And his next move is just him wanting to show off. He enters the Speed Force, head taps all of them, and he even had an ending animation as well. But that's when the military force gets involved. They proceed to fry his systems. Kinda crazy how they can just implant a virus in your shit. Then they took turns shooting bro until he curled over. Kinda reminds me of someone. But from this point forward, he became sorry. Cause yeah, technically you're aiming at the right spot, but I know you see them bullets bouncing off his skull. Dude really became an average Batman thug. Will shoot everywhere but the place with no armor.
Exactly, bro. Shoot that man in his mouth. Put it right in his mouth. I don't understand why they don't just put the bullet in his mouth, bro.
Dude really became an average Batman thug. Will shoot everywhere but the place with no armor. And it's the fact that the adjustment couldn't be made before he stuffed the barrel down your throat.
Sheesh.
And I guess in the future when you die, your life gets turned into a VR game. Don't know why that's even a feature. And it must be a form
Our
of
boy
crack, 'cause
David.
the way he's acting says it all. But before David heads to school, we see moms. And from this scene alone, she already got my respect. A single mom working the night shifts, put her son in this prestigious school even though that shit hurts the bank. She just making sure her child has a good path to follow. But she was like, oh yeah, you mentioned the update needed for class. When'd you say you need it? Oh, nah, it's cool. I got Doc to handle it. And she was not happy with that. She don't want him taking no shortcuts. Then the news cuts on talking about the incident from last night. And turns out the military implant that guy had was missing. When David leaves for school is when we see that she's the one who took it.
I literally just put that together. I was like, that looked like the same thing David got, but I didn't want to seem stupid on the internet. Shout out to Mama Martinez, man. She the GOAT.
Then the news cuts on talking about the incident from last night. And turns out the military implant that guy had was missing. When David leaves for school is when we see that she's the one who took it. How did she take it without anyone noticing? No clue.
She the
It was
GOAT.
attached to his spine. They acting like that shit was a plug and play. Like she just disconnected the USB and walked off with it. But after further analysis, I came to the conclusion that Night City is only a few months away from becoming Gotham. The shit we seen when dude was walking to school is bizarre. This guy has a 12 gauge aimed at his chest getting robbed in broad daylight. And we got children across the street enjoying the show. But this next one is crazy. I don't even think Gotham would do something like this. These guys are out in public getting their rocks off.
I truly do not remember this. Was I not locked in? People masturbating in public seems like something I would know about, chat. Like, that's like my expertise. That's down my alley for real. Where was I at?
These guys are out in public getting their rocks off. But the scariest part was, these guys are willingly standing next to them out of all the walls you can choose.
That
Because I'm
is
sure
true.
there's plenty. You choose this one. We cut back to David and turns out he can echolocate bad bitches. I don't know what causing him do this, but she disappeared anyway when he tried to run up on that. Anyways, we get to school and we're
Cool
on
power.
immediate bullshit. This guy is angry for no reason. Called his phone just to call him a gutter rat. Said it must be hard for a school update to cost your life savings. Like, damn, bro. Why are you so mad at his poverty? His pockets do not affect you. If it
Facts.
bothers you so much, slide him a ban. Help out the
Exactly.
community. But when they try to use it, he just fried the entire system. And the entire class broke their neck. They all knew exactly who it was. But something like that gets you called to the principal's office. And off rip, I already know what tax bracket he in. Bro has gold embezzled in his hand. We must be in the wrong school. But moms was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll make sure to pay for the repairs. He was like, Ma, he ain't say all that. But on the way home, they was talking about it, and they...
Oh, and I just realized the hoodie or the jacket David wears is his mama's. I gotta rewatch this anime again, bro. This is probably one of my favorite animes in the last 5 years.
But on the way home, they was talking about it, and David was like, you know, I've been thinking, maybe I could drop out, find some work. I don't belong in that school anyway. But not gonna lie, when mom started crying, bro, that hurt me a little. Seeing your parents cry is a whole different feeling. And if you're the one who caused it, oh yeah, you're gonna feel terrible for the rest of the week. But to make the day even worse, they get a damn LMG sprayed through the car. Then those dudes shoot a whole RPG at the other car, causing it to go directly into us.
Sheesh. Reliving this, man. Not even reliving this, rewatching it makes my heart hurt. It was no reason for this to happen, bruh, but it made the show fire. I'm such a selfish and evil person. I'm not gonna lie. Without this happening, the show wouldn't have been fire. But damn, not Mama Martinez. It's always the good characters that die early in shows. Have y'all realized that? Think about your favorite show and think about who died early.
And then we see that mom's got chucked out the car. The trauma team pulls up though, so we thinking everything's okay.
They're not the clients. Let the streets have them.
What?
So we cut at David waiting at the hospital. When the doctor comes with good news that the surgery was successful. Mom's hasn't waken up yet, but she's stable. And this day is just getting worse and worse. He goes home and they lock that shit. Rent past due. Luckily, the vent had no screws or he would have been sleeping on the streets. But now he's trying to figure out how to pay for the medical and rent when he finds the extra spine Moms was hiding. Immediately calls up Doc. An opportunity for bread, he ain't gonna pass that up. But Doc gave him a price he wasn't too happy about. He said, yeah, fuck that. Then we fast forward to when David is trying to UAV bad bitches again, but he runs into his #1 op. Listen, I don't hate you because you're poor. Quite the opposite, actually. Not your fault you was born on the wrong side of society. I don't mind a street kid attending the academy, as long as you pay your way. What cracks my chrome is something else entirely. You know what? Look, true.
Ain't no way you just said cracks my chrome. What? You a funny nigga, bruh.
Mind a street kid attending the academy, as long as you pay your way. What cracks my chrome is something else entirely. You know what? Look, Troom, you saying a whole lot of nothing. That right there. Your kind doesn't belong. Hurry up and drop out. You're nothing more than trash. Born from worthless scraps, raised to do nothing with your life. And you can't do anything to change that. It's in your blood.
Damn.
The least you can do is not affect us with your virus.
You don't believe in rags to riches? Not everybody is born into money, but some people make it out. My goat Kanye West is one of those.
Oh, and I heard your mommy paid a visit, begging for her baby boy to not get expelled. Oh, and that reminds me, your mother. How can she afford to send you to a school like this? A few things come to mind.
You're going too far.
David has full right to crash out right here.
Crash out.
Talking about someone's mom is crossing the line. He was gonna walk away until dude hit him with like 17 chest bumps. So David finally snaps, but you know, having a Kung Fu USB kinda makes a difference. Then he proceeds to, I don't even know. Even David was confused.
You know what that is.
But he was.
You know what that is. I be doing that move all the time, bro. You know that that's the move to get people ready, knowing that you know too much. They not ready for that. If I walk up to you and I go, you gonna be scared. You gonna be scared, bro. Easy.
Kinda makes a difference. Then he proceeds to, I don't even know. Even David was confused, but he was really just giving him a preview to the combo he's about to eat. Bro started spamming him with attacks. Then he elbows a neck, punches the face, lifts him up, connects with like 20 gut shots, then ends the combo with a gut kick. Had that boy laid out looking like Yuji out there.
Damn.
But this has to be the worst 2 days of all time. First, he gets embarrassed in front of the entire class. Then he makes his mom cry. Then 5 seconds later, they have LMGs at their neck. Then his mom needs surgery. Then he gets locked out of his apartment. Then he gets verbally abused. Then he gets physically abused. And to top off the list, he goes to the hospital. And his mom didn't make it.
That's 8.
Let's take a moment in honor of a great mom.
Gloria, that's her name. I said Maria.
Everything I do for you, D.
Oh, stop.
You see that? You're breaking my heart, mijo.
Stop, bro. This part always gets me, man. My mom was a single mother, so stuff like this be hitting. I know my mama worked very hard to get me to where I'm at, and I thank her every day for what she did. I couldn't imagine losing my mom, bro. Like, I really couldn't. I lost a lot of people this year, but like losing my mom, that'd probably be my last straw, bro. I'll probably crash out in the world. I'm not gonna lie.
Everything I do for you, D. Don't you see that? You're breaking my heart, mijo. My sweet baby boy, so smart, so talented, you're everything to me. You have to work hard and rise through the ranks. My son at Arasaka Tower, top floor, I can just see it. You've got this, D. You're my son.
Yo, Kevin, I'm not trying to cry.
Hey, it's me. Heard about your mom.
Stop.
I just wanted to let you know that I don't give a fuck. You're worthless. Your mom's worthless. Your entire family line is filled with failures. You know, there's a lesson in all this. Your mom tried living beyond her means. Don't make the same mistake.
You gotta go beat his ass. Actually, not even beat his ass. You gotta.
He said,
you gotta blick him.
I want violence. Put this shit on me. And he raw dogged the surgery too. No numbing, no anesthesia, just bare back. And not a single second was wasted. Put up to the school expeditiously. Yo, punk ass up. You Gonk Martinez, we're at school. The cameras, have you lost your mind? Fuck up. I got some new chrome tune. Come on, let's test it out. Get up. Then old boy gonna try the same combo again, but David now has the speed force. He said, yeah, this'll do.
Damn.
And the big bad tough guy started crying out some more.
Now he over in the corner being a little bitch. Over there in the corner, had all that mouth, but now that somebody checked your ass, you're a bitch. That's how it be sometimes. People be talking all that shit until you check them. Now they all quiet and want to play victim.
Yeah, this'll do. Then the big bad tough guy started crying out some, oh, my dad works for the company. He won't be happy about this.
I don't go.
You should have ran when you had the chance.
Shut up, pussy.
So my son's a bitch.
Yeah.
And we cut to our boy. He's doing the sad walk. Has no real destination. He's just moving. But I will never understand
what the fuck. Why did he come to this area out of all areas? They cannot be masturbating. They have to be like on some drugs or something, bro. For this man just to be sitting there. He's not that far away from this man's dick cup. So either he went to the lowest of the lows, or I don't know. Because he out there with the prostitutes and the gigolos.
But I will never understand why he chose to sit there of all places. Directly in the splash zone. But when he was on the train, his UAV went off again. Caught shorty pickpocketing. Pickpocketing? Pig-necking? Caught her robbing people. Then she tried it on him, but he wasn't gonna let that slide. So she pulls him to the side and not gonna lie. I don't use this phrase often, but it's perfect for the situation. My boy, you lost aura. You started off so good too.
She humping him.
Points when you stopped her for robbing you. And that jacket bout clean as a bitch.
It
You're
is.
one of the few swaggy MCs.
Yeah.
But 5 seconds later, you fold immediately. The moment she touched you, your entire demeanor changed. Then you get your face slammed into the glass. That hurt.
Yo, she low-key just pegged him. Low-key, she's pegging him. He's getting fucked. Me next. Where I sign up, I need it.
But after that, they decided to team up, rob like 30 people before the night was over. But spamming the speed force has its consequences. So she called the ambulance, but the second she noticed what implant David got, she uppulled immediately. But Lucy was on 10. She kicks the stretcher, hops out the back, and I don't know how she's staring through traffic like this.
Arch.
With my luck, I would hit the first incoming vehicle.
I love a crazy woman.
Pulled up on Doc, bought some immunoblockers off him, and then she invited him to her crib, and I was like, yo, hold on. David, was you spitting game off screen? How did we get here? But not gonna lie, beer and cigarettes is a crazy combo. Like, that shit is vile, disgusting, repulsive, outrageous. But we need somewhere to sleep, so we'll let this slide. Then she was like, look, I got something to show you. Brought him to VR space. And do y'all hear that music?
What is that melody?
When I first seen this, I was so happy. I forgot his mom died.
I really hope I can add a song, because if not, this will make no sense. But this was a cool first date. And at the end, she was like, oh, I haven't shown anyone this before. It's the first time for everything, right? And not gonna lie,
y'all think she capping? I think she really showed nobody this. I don't know, man. Women be lying for no reason. I never understood that.
On my ass smiling. I was happy for my boy. He deserves this.
You fell over the edge, punk.
What?
No, not like this. Lucy.
Yep. That's how it be, man. Got my nigga David too.
You telling me all that was fake? The smiles you shared wasn't real? You aligned him? Then he wakes up upside down being threatened to get his back ripped out. Big dude saying he stole his chrome and should just murk him for it. Bought and paid for it. The supplier just ain't never show up. But that's when we find out the supplier was his mom. This is how she was getting the extra cash. But sadly, we already know she passed away. Maine was like, damn, that's tough, kid, but I still want my shit. Then David tried negotiating like, look, I'll pay you back whatever you pay my mom. I can work and get the money back gig by gig. Let me show you what I can do.
Hey, calm down.
Taken tonight, all three of them uphold with efficiency. Quick draw in Hall of Fame. But David ends up showing them anyway, so they was like, oh shit, maybe you are like that. I got a job just for you. This one here is Kiwi, and Dorio and Pilar you met. And
I never realized Kiwi looked like a little lizard. Why her eyes like that? She's just like a little snake. They be trying to tell us things before we know it. Like, y'all cannot tell me she don't look like a serpent over there.
I'm David, who asked. Here's the game plan. Our target is an Arasaka bodyguard. It's a simple job. We just need to borrow the data from his car. All this guy cares about is betting on fights. So what we're gonna do is whoop his fighter's ass.
Damn.
Watch him drink his tears away. That's when you come in, swipe his key and hand it to Dorio. She'll forge a copy to unlock the card. Then all you gotta do is sneak it back before he notices. But we know it's not gonna be that easy. He got a call from his boss, so that ruined the entire plan. But that's when Becca pulls up to buy some time, doing some
the GOAT
shit. But now it's Lucy's turn.
That's the GOAT.
The mainframes, but they ain't have enough time. The security locked their doors and now boys at the window. Put 3 bullets in that shit, so Maine was like, just start the car and dip. But I don't know how to drive.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
David, come on, bro. This is not the time. You rather put your faith in that glass stopping point blank bullets than drive? So he instantly backs up into the pole. He goes forward and bro didn't even try to turn the wheel. And now they got people on the tail. Then David hits the meanest turn in history. And for a first-time driver, he's moving like he's been doing this for 40 years. Driving against the flow of traffic with people trying to kill him and somehow
He kind of did
surviving.
that.
So they make it to the spot. And somehow there's not a single scratch. The amount of times he pulled off impossible feats with his car, he drove on the side like 2 times in that chase. But anyways, David must be feeling himself because he was like, yo, Lucy, you stay here. I'll scope the place out. A nigga like me is not doing that. We're running the buddy system. I'm not scoping out nothing by myself. Cause look, he got ran up on immediately and damn near saw the light if Lucy ain't pull up. If you walked a couple more feet, you would have been cooked. The show would have ended right here on episode 3. So he finally remembers he has an OP ability in shoulder checks, dude. But his recovery is maxed out. That did not phase him. David would have died again if Lucy ain't stepping in. Damn, is your weapon that strong?
Yeah.
I don't know. You might need a nerf. You're not even an offensive build, but you can do stuff like that. But you telling me you had a blick this whole time? I feel like that would have been more effective than the lasso of truth. But don't even worry, because a real one pulled up. Kicked his door off for no reason. He really could have just opened the door, but it doesn't matter, because that's what real niggas do. He gonna clash with a blade and easily overpower that boy. You know they always got one in their leg too, but Maine said, shut that shit down.
Ow. Damn.
Then it just cuts to them celebrating. No one mentions how David should become a NASCAR driver with the way he was moving, or how Maine casually has a weapon of mass destruction in his arm. He literally obliterated a guy. But hey, I guess it's just another day on the job.
It's another day, man. Here go this 3-eyed fuck.
No, nigga, you better listen. If they see you,
But then some guy rolls up, and it happens to be someone of importance. He's the guy they take jobs from. And he was a little upset about how they drove a Arasaka car into his land. But what I want to know is the purpose of having 3 eyes on the same side of your face.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That? Aesthetics? And I know Maine was holding back the urge to hit this guy with the power of Zeus. The way this dude was talking.
The less you know, the less I risk. Understand this and understand it fast. I do not pay you to think. I pay you to check the boxes off my list. It is my place to see the larger picture.
Is that the guy from Breaking Bad? The voice actor? Who's that voice actor, chat? That voice sounds very familiar.
I pay you to check the boxes off my list. It is my place to see the larger picture. It is yours to listen.
Damn.
You will do as you're told. That is how our business is done.
This is that
Now,
guy
if
from
Main
Far
chose
Cry.
to nuke the area, you can't be mad. The way you were talking deserves an ass beating. But this next part was kind of like a training arc for David. Had him running deliveries and Becca opening a door with Blake in hand is crazy. Do you greet everyone like this? No hi or hello, just
That's the
straight
goat.
gun to face. But after that, Lucy calls and look at this happy ass boy. Did you forget she lined you? Skipping to her house is crazy.
It's
work.
Lucy, bro.
She gotta earn them skips. But they were just getting some cardio in. Said he gotta build up his body to keep up with his implants. Went as far as to get new lungs too. Do y'all think we'll ever get to that point where we can just replace all
Yes.
our organs with machines?
Yes.
Because I feel like that would be cool to an extent. Maybe like
Your body is your temple. What they say? If the Bible didn't like you putting tattoos on your body, I ain't saying that anything wrong with it. But you think changing your body up to add some machinery ain't gonna have us thinking some other stuff? We gonna be in a whole different world by that time.
build up his body to keep up with his implants. Went as far as to get new lungs too. Do y'all think we'll ever get to that point where we can just replace all our organs with machines? Because I feel like that would be cool to an extent. Maybe like one cyborg arm, but when you got your whole body cloaked in aluminum, you gone too far. At that point,
Yeah.
you're pretty much AI. But during this whole training art thing, that nigga Main, that's my dog. Cause he really sat down with David and was like, look, there's gonna be a time where you need this, and slid him the blick. Now, nothing good comes from guns, so I'm kinda glad David acted the way he did. And Main left it alone after that. He was like, all right, cool, but just keep that thing on you just in case. Oh, and how's Lucy doing? Treating her right? He immediately got nervous.
Yo, what are you talking about? I ain't into her like that.
Yeah, sure, pal. I beg to differ. But after that, it was really just everyone hanging out. Him training with Dorio, at the range with Becca. I don't even want to know what he was doing with Pilar.
You know.
Oh, freak ass.
You
But
know.
now he's repping
You
Cyberpunk
know.
to the fullest. Got it sprayed on a jacket. And now Pilar is crashing out for no reason. He saw someone pissing and just couldn't believe it. Pressed him for doing a basic human function.
No! Wait, he dead?
That
No!
was the most random death I have ever seen. Did the authors not like you or something?
No.
He died to someone with their dick in hand. That is beyond disrespectful.
Why did you say it like
now,
that?
Main is yelling at David to lock in because that boy froze. And bro, is that a missile? Can anyone just get their hands on that? They can just go to Walmart and pick up a box of bombs. These weapons of mass destruction is way too common. So Main kicks him out the way. Becca swiped Shorty gun and started emptying mags. For a good reason too. That was her brother. But Main told her ass to calm down. She
Becca the
has a
realest.
good reason to crash out, but she is not crash out made. I couldn't tell if she was missing or that boy was eating, but either way, she almost got took off the map. Good thing Kiwi can EMP her shit, cause that was looking grim. Then Lucy tries to do the same thing, but that boy just walked it off. Now David has been
boy
in
got
a
a firewall.
aura deficit ever
He got a firewall, chat. Look at this. If y'all know what firewall is, do your research.
was looking grim. Then Lucy tries to do the same thing, but that boy just walked it off.
got a firewall
now,
on.
David has been in an aura deficit ever since he got pinned to the glass. But he makes up for it. He gets that dude's attention, enters the Speed Force, gets close enough to put the gun to that nigga head. Sorry, Mom, but this bitch gotta die. Not gonna lie, you
That's my
gained some
goat.
sauce points from that. But somehow he survived a point-blank bullet to the head. But Main came through with the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know if anyone besides Rebecca cared about that guy. Cause there was no talk, no mourning, no damn, that was my nigga. Like, but peep this though. Dorio was like, alright, David, get her home safe. Oh, and Main said you can borrow the V. Real niggas, man. So now the plan is in motion. Drive Lucy to the crib, we're just gonna work with the vibes. They went to the roof and look at the view. Sets the mood. And Lucy was like, look, I know I lied you earlier, but I was telling the truth. First time I ever showed anyone that. Then the convo kind
I
of
wouldn't believe
Why
anything.
don't you think I got what it takes? Main thinks I do. Then she hit him with the,
Don't make a name for yourself as a cyberpunk by how you live. Make a name by how you die.
Then David was like, why are you saying we're different? We're exactly the
That's a
same.
bar.
I'm gonna take you there myself, fly you to the moon. That's a promise.
She kissed him. I was there. You see that missile on the back? That was my dick when I first watched it.
I I never been so proud of a main character before. Most of them never get this far. My dog David broke the cycle. But anyways, it's back to business. We got another lead on Tanaka, who by the way is the principal of that school. But we find out he's into some freak shit and meets up with a guy who supplies his freak shit from time to time. So the plan seems easy enough. We just gotta kidnap the supplier. And turns out he has a reservation at Embers in 2 days. Table for one with his long.
I heard all like rich and famous people have some freak shit going on. Just think about Diddy and this whole situation. Now think about all the famous people that's on these lists that he has and all these freak off videos and stuff like that. Once you get enough money, bro, regular sex ain't it no more. They be having sex with pigs and stuff. I'm just the messenger. Don't look at me crazy because I'm telling y'all the truth, bro.
Kidnap the supplier. And turns out he has a reservation at Embers in 2 days. Table for one with his lonely ass. David, you're up first. Hope you're a good actor. Huh? Wait, you're the real Jimmy Kurosaki? Can I shake your hand? And look at Maine, 7'5", 350, pure metal, big ass trying to sneak up on bro. I don't even think he needed a rear view camera. He probably would have just heard your ass. And then he proceeds to hit everyone with an EMP. Dorio comes through and beats the fuck out of Maine. Woke him up with pure haymakers. I don't know how that worked, but turns out David got took, so now Lucy and Dorio are tracking him down. So now we see what happened to David, and this dude woke up in a dungeon of death, bodies in every direction. Then we peep that police are walking through and David got a blick in hand, a blick that's not his. So I'm thinking he got set up. I don't know how he could have got all these bodies down here, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Oh yeah, he's definitely being controlled. No way he could have hit a no-look double headshot like that. So he runs out and had the entire police force waiting outside.
Oh my gosh.
How did every single one of them miss all those bullets? I don't know. We're just gonna look past that. Runs off again, bumped into this guy and immediately emptied the clip.
Didn't even need to do that.
This
is the dream. This has to be the dream. I don't remember none of this.
Bumped into this guy and immediately emptied the clip. Didn't even see who that was. He said shoot first, check later. Another pulls up, enters the Speed Force, and he has his Cyber Psycho eyes. But once he put out that blade, I knew he was in a Genjutsu.
Oh, thank God. Not my goal.
So turns out this guy forced David to get high off his own death. Then he yaps for the next 10 minutes about using David as some experiment toy when Lucy and Dorio spun back. But y'all know it would never be that easy. Dude spawned in drones. But not gonna lie, David made that shit look easy, bro. Grabbed the gun and was flash stepping all over the place. And like I said earlier, David's my dog. But he stayed looking goofy. How do you trip over your own feet while in the Speed Force? Lost the blick and everything. But Lucy finally finished the hack, so it all worked out. Then they tell him to call Tanaka over here. He pulls up expeditiously. He wasn't missing out on the new drop. So he ends up getting surrounded, puts his hands up, but that gave him a perfect opportunity. Spooked everyone with the AoE. Main tries to shoot, but it's like the third time his Chrome messed him up. Leaps in, kicks him out, follows up to the gut, connects the two-piece, hits the arm down, knuckles to the face, palm the jaw, got that nigga holding his shit. Sweet chin music, other leg for the disarm.
Somebody help!
And he charged the hell out of this. Finally, someone stepped in. Was I just watching him get beat on? Then Main just ends up with a mean hook, left a mark in our boy's face.
Damn.
I don't know where they took him, but don't let it be so. They're about to hold my dog Main. Bro can't even hold a noodle box without spazzing. And he insists that he's fine, but he's keep popping them damn meds. But not only that, his mind is so jammed that he's flashing in and out of random spots. And he's starting to get a little violent. With Dorio of all people. That's probably the last person he would ever think about hurting. Also, this is how they got Tanaka looking. Right now, Kiwi is diving through his mind looking for data. Yo, bro, not like this.
Main did that?
Don't let my dog go out to cyber psychosis. Cause he finally comes back to us and he just sitting there confused. Don't know what just happened. Then David and Lucy pull up, got filled in on what just happened. And it's pretty obvious now, my dog is gonna get hold. If I'm being honest, I don't really care about Pilar. But Main, that's my dog.
Yeah, Main was a goat.
David walks back in on Lucy and Dorio arguing about something. And bro, is that another Twitch? If I lose my dog and my girl in the same episode, I promise you this vid will end right.
Mind you, his mama died 2 episodes, maybe 3 episodes ago. I don't know what episode we on. This man, David, has been through hell. Everything that happened in this show is pretty horrible. But my dog, David, has been through hell, man. I haven't watched this show in like 8 months and I still feel bad for him.
My dog and my girl in the same episode, I promise you this vid will end right here. So Lucy and David takes over for Kiwi. She doing her thing when Tanaka starts waking up, which is a bad thing because it messes up the link. David peeps that was going to put him back to sleep, but he gets distracted by his yap. He was saying something like, David, you can stop all this. Arasaka sees potential in you. Do not throw your life away. I'm hoping David doesn't fall for this malarkey. Maybe all that was true before he knew you was working with the ops.
Yep.
But that's when Maine busts through the door, hits him with a drink, and he immediately flatlined. And if they're dead, that can mess up the data extraction. And worst of all, when someone of his stature randomly dies, the SWAT team gonna pull up.
Yep.
But luckily, they were able to get him back. Yo, David. Yeah.
Lock
Lucy's
in.
all right. Start talking. The fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
Me?
Press
what were
him.
you thinking? What you doing? Punching the bros, walking in the walls and shit? And when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the jammer got fried when bro flatlined, meaning the SWAT team paid up the signal. So he takes Lucy to the V, and that's when we find out all this was for no reason. Tanaka had no data. Meanwhile, we cut to Dorian.
I don't think that's true. I thought she deleted stuff.
Back to back, putting straight belt to ass. But my dog is tweaking out. Don't even know where he is right now. Damn near committing friendly fire. So Dorio finds a way to get him some more meds.
He killed her? Oh, fuck.
That's my fault.
I truly forgot all this happened. He did go on a rampage. I remember that. I just didn't remember who killed her.
I'm not gonna lie. This scene put a tear in my eye.
And who killed him?
David trying to stand beside Maine, even though they both know he's not making it out of this.
It's the end of the line for me, but not for you.
Sheesh.
Fast is what you do best, ain't it? Just keep running.
And this is where he took his final stand, fought to the very end.
My boy David is insane. He's seen all this happen. I know his mental is stuff. He has to be Kanye West by now. On Galaxy Gas.
And the only thing he got out of that was his arms. I know you're hurt, man. Me and you both. We just lost two bros in the same episode. What am I watching? A Kami got killed?
Yes.
But now we have ourselves a time skip where David is a new top dog, trying to fill in the shoes Maine left behind. And Becca finally accepted the party invite. Shorty was AFK that entire last arc. And this nigga David swole now. I'm pretty sure he cheated though. He did not grind for that. But you can see how different he is. Like 2 episodes ago, he was scared to carry that little pea shooter. Now he's pulling shotguns out his inventory. So we pull up to the spot, Kiwi marking all the enemies. It's a small army in there. She was like, y'all should go find the back door. Bro said, yeah, nah, this is easier.
Better start talking now, scumbag, for I drill you a fresh eye.
Unless you want extra chrome in your fucking skull, I suggest you reconsider. Then Kiwi comes through with the hack, and at that point it was GG's. Becca over here trying to drop a nuke, and Dave is putting Maine's arms to good use. They go upstairs and look at this goofball.
The fuck?
It's 2077, you still choosing the brute class? We didn't find a workaround for that build. Speed. And you know what David specializes in?
Speed.
That was embarrassing. Bro was waiting at the doorway and everything too. Who did he think he was? Nigga thought his health bar was gonna pop up on the screen.
Don't worry, boss. I'll check the room.
Yo, watch your
Yeah, he died.
Anyways, this was a rescue job. Mission complete. They got the target out of there. But then it cuts to him getting worked on by Doc, and I'm just like, bro, did we forget what just happened to Maine? Nigga, you was there. Even Doc saying you gotta chill. You're repeating mistakes you know the answer to. But he also said David could be an Atom Smasher 2.0. And that's the final boss if I ever seen one. This is who Arasaka got on payroll? How did he not go Cyber Psycho? But we fast forward to when we meet up with a certain someone. The same guy who rolled up on us at the party. And with Maine gone, he needs a new heavy hitter to pick up where he left off. But Maine wasn't some average Joe. He needs David to prove he can perform on that level. So he got him a little test job. But before we get to that, we see what's up with Lucy. Ever since that day, whatever she saw in there had her acting a little different. So she finally tells us her backstory. Since the day she was born, she's been involved with Arasaka, raised to become a perfect net runner.
The Promised Neverland.
Every single day, back to back, non-stop diving. You'll serve the most powerful megacorp one day. That dream is what got him through it. The dream they were forced to have. And even when their training was done, nothing changed. In fact, it got worse. They were forced to dive into old nets that collapsed over 50 years ago, nets that were infested with rogue AI. Over and over, they were forced to watch their friends get destroyed until they finally had enough. The tech staff didn't stand a chance, so they ran. Even when you heard the cries of your friends, you don't look back. Next thing she knew, she found herself at Night City. But then she randomly gets alerted to something. And now I think I know why she was acting different. In the last job, she said there was no data. She lied. It must have been info on Arasaka agents. My guess is that she's on her revenge arc. Maybe she recognized the people who forced her to net run back then, cause she looks like a full-on villain right here.
Excuse me, sir. It's getting late. May I go home for today? I asked only because my son got into the academy. I wanted to surprise him.
Who the hell's talking?
Nice, another legacy hire. Please extend my congratulations. Go get the UG2 sample and you're free to go. Not gonna lie, David, you might be a dumbass. You literally saw Main start tweaking out the same way you are right now, but you refused to downgrade. But Arasaka's starting to catch on, cause not only is Lucy doing her covert ops mission, but that test job David had was to murk someone in their own building, and they immediately put 2 and 2 together. That building is used for Militech countermeasures. So you know what they did? They spun on the guy who reps Militech.
Golly, damn.
And I don't know how dude got up there, but he escaped and met up with who I'm assuming is his employer. And they mentioned something about a cyber skeleton being a market game changer. No clue what that is, but he immediately calls up Arasaka for a meetup. And they came to an agreement. We'll pay you more than what them broke-ass Militech pays you. But first we need you to do something. A net runner. Ever since Tanaka's death, they've been a pain in the ass. $1 million for bringing them alive. Half of that for just
Lucy.
their head. And just like that, bro, switch sides. Then it cuts to Lucy calling Kiwi. They were pretty much talking about how David's been doing, how he stepped up and became a good leader, and how they miss her on the team and shit like that. But these two go way back. Kiwi was the one who put Lucy on, showed her the ropes, and that's probably why Lucy smoked some nasty ass cigs. Got that mess from her.
I got it.
What
that makes
this
sense.
Dude plotting? Then it cuts to David and Becca going on their murder spree. You know, the norm. When David freezes in the middle of a war zone. Now Becca comes through and
don't this character low-key look like Mahito? Y'all see it? Y'all see it a little bit? This character looks like Mahito to me.
In the middle of a war zone. Now Becca comes through and hits dude with a nasty combo. Look at the airtime on that. Shorty had loops. So after that, they had a little walk and talk. Becca mentions how she peeps David's tweaking problems, so he should go light on the chrome for a while. You know, that's some great advice that he's probably not going to take. Then we catch him at the crib going through.
He's a main character.
Just standing there staring at that picture until he just collapses. Now, Doc's gonna tell him straight up for the second time, you're a fucking dumbass, Troon. Lay off the chrome. Look at him, tweaking out again. So he gives him meds that are 9 times the standard dose.
Bro, David, I didn't know you was shooting yourself in the foot like this. All you had to do was downgrade. You're a dumbass. You're just a dumbass, man. The ending didn't even need to be the ending. You just needed to lock in and take all that metal out, bruh.
So he gives him meds that are 9 times the standard dose. David tries to apologize and whatnot, but Doc was like, nah, it's good. Not like you're ever gonna come back here anyway.
What does that mean?
For the next dreamer.
So obviously they gotta talk about what
yeah, dead man walking.
And just like everyone else, Lucy tells Buddy he's tweaking, but he goes, nah, I'ma be fine. Maine and my mom both left me things to do. And then he finally mentions what happened in that Arasaka facility. He knows that he murked an innocent woman who reminded him of his mom, who also had a kid. It's like he knows he's losing it, but is so fixated on needing Chrome to succeed. But then he switches it back on Lucy. Like, damn, when Maine died, I didn't expect you to leave us too. I'm not mad though. You deserve a way out of this life. See, we know the actual reason why Lucy hasn't come back yet, but David has no clue. And anytime he asks, she says she can't say. So he was like, damn, you know, maybe we should go our separate ways. Now, obviously,
she broke up with him,
that, but at that exact moment,
I mean, he broke up with her. Were they fucking? I never got my answer. Was they having sexual intercourse this whole time?
Now, obviously, she doesn't want that, but at that exact moment, she got another alert. Gotta handle some business real quick. She gets there with the lasso of truth on go.
It was a fake person.
She gets short-circuited, and look at this little bitch. Fuck you and everything you stand for.
I told you she was a snake.
You just gonna rat out the homie like that?
Snake.
But turns out my Lucy revenge arc theory was wrong. She happened to find fouls on David that day, cause him having more tolerance for a tech made him a viable target for Arasaka. So she deleted his fouls, and I guess she was going after everyone who knows about him. And look how she's on a mission with gang like she's still a part of it. I wanna believe you had a valid reason, but to be honest, unless you tell me they had your mom at gunpoint, I don't care. As of right now, you're an op, hoping for your downfall as we speak.
Facts.
But this job they're on right now was planned out and staged by Mr. Four Eyes to trap David. They gotta stop this convoy. They had decoys roll up to cause some havoc, so they're split up. We get a quick little flashback in this guy David, man. You see all them meds on his arm? Like, come on,
those are all meds?
No Maine and moms wouldn't want you to do that. So they pull up on the truck, and not gonna lie, David and Rebecca are the better duo. Lucy was not pulling off combo attacks like this. Another truck pulls up, and David knows damn well he shouldn't be using that move, but he just can't resist the clip farming. He used it again to get to the target and peep that there was no driver. So he came up with a plan to shoot the harpoon. He grabs it, wraps around the rock while they slam the brakes. Better hope no one runs up, cause y'all car got flipped too. Huh? I mean, I think we can handle 2 cars. You know, we would have died here if this wasn't staged. So they put him in an impossible situation, so David would be forced to use a cyber skeleton. And to make it even worse, Four Eyes fakes Lucy's voice, telling David that he needs to use her or everyone dies. And you know how he ends the convo?
David, I believe in you.
And that right there is how he folded. GG's. So Snake and Falco go get the car and look
so messed up.
I don't think I can ever forgive you. So we cut to Lucy and she's on go. That's 2 bodies. Then kicks that boy in the temple. I don't know why she didn't murk the guy like she did the other 2, but she calls David, trying to get him to stop, but it's too late. He's already installing the update. And like I just said, why didn't you murk the guy? Just hit your ass with an EMP. Then he takes your phone, FaceTimes your nigga, and got you kissing the ground on camera. And that has David tweaking on another level, on the verge of going cyber psycho. But good thing Becca was there, gave him some meds to calm down. So there's really only one option he has, and it's to use that damn suit. Blitz behind him, takes their guns and lit them all up. And he can still use his speed force in that thing too. So this wasn't even a fight, it was just annihilation. They did not stand a chance. So as they're going for Lucy, they give us this cool scene with David walking through the city again. Damn, bro. I know my dog not making it through this. His extra strong meds don't even work anymore.
But then we definitely stop working with
Snake.
So she does like a snake,
but she zips the arm. Look at this goofball bleeding out behind a dumpster.
Like the trash you are. You hear that, chat? She's bleeding behind it. Like the trash you are. Dumb bitch.
Dumpster. And now she's trying to give the coordinates to where he's at. Like this shit ain't your fault. But when you get caught, only one option he has.
What the fuck just happened?
Trying to get him to stay in the cut. He's been waiting all sorry, but I can't sympathize with snakes. But when you get caught up, all of a sudden you want Lucy.
There it is.
He goes for another, but she zips the arm. Look at this goofball bleeding out behind a dumpster. And now she's trying to give the coordinates to where he's at. Like this shit ain't your fault. But when you get caught up, all of a sudden you want Lucy to be safe now, huh? Sorry, but I can't sympathize with snakes.
Yeah, Blicker.
But this experiment of theirs has gone out of hand. David is too strong to be stopped, but there's one who can.
Adam Smasher.
Cut. He's been waiting all day to whoop ass. Meanwhile, Four Eyes got into a little altercation with dude he was talking with earlier. Four Eyes strayed too far off his leash and caused all this mess. Had everyone terrified. Almost took down the whole room, but that's when Adam slid through. Then Four Eyes started yapping as if that nigga was gonna save him.
Adam Smasher, hurry! Go on, kill the boy.
Who the fuck are you?
Goofy ass. Bro thought he was a part of the team. But David was like, oh, so you're Adam Smasher. Got up right in his face. He was sizing that boy up. Then we see that Four Eyes gets picked up by the trauma team and David was not having that. Not gonna lie, Adam, that was kind of weak. Oh no. That song is playing again.
GG's.
Why here? This ain't battle music, bro. So he murks Four Eyes and everyone in that car, grabs Lucy, and you telling me Adam got the Speed Force too? He hits him with a missile, Lucy trying to snap him back to reality, and she actually did it. What finding the right one can do for a man. Bro was a goner 2 seconds ago. So he lands back down with Gang. Becca greets Lucy on some sly shit. You know Lucy with the guy she wants. She can't be too nice. Then this dude Adam came from the top ropes.
Damn! Bro, that part is crazy.
You're not about to action replay that shit? Nah, she better not be dead.
Didn't they play it like 3 times? That's not funny, but this is the crazy thing. Like, they really played it 3 times. They showed her getting smashed by Adam Smasher 3 times.
If I press play and she died like that, 6 minutes left of the final episode, death by Goomba Stomp.
You had to show that. Censor that, True God. Censor. This is the part when I started crying again. Very depressing show.
Nah, bro. See, that was unnecessary. What was the purpose? The episode's almost over.
No cap.
I don't even want to continue this shit no more. But the show must go on. He tried to fight Adam, but his body just can't take it anymore. Lucy comes through with the support, but this guy just stares at her. Did nothing but tickle his ears. Reversed it on your ass too. And that's when Falco grabs her and gets up on out of there. But Adam was not pleased.
Okay, little theme music.
Right, bro.
Okay.
You're a little too strong. I guess that's how it feels when the Speed Force is used on you. 1 second you're good, the next you see a light flash before your eyes. And they had the nerve to give us a montage.
Sorry. Wish we could go to the moon together.
Yes, y'all know it's GG's, right? And they got this cute ass song playing.
I'm hurt enough. I don't need to relive it. See, not many shows can make me tear up, but I'm gonna keep it real. Tears was flowing.
That's what I'm saying.
Only 10 episodes, but it feels like at least 24.
Ain't lying.
This damn song, bro, can never listen to it again. Gonna get immediate PTSD. But this is really the end for my dog. But don't get it twisted though. He went out like a G.
Whatever, Choom. Like I give a shit.
Yeah. David, my goat. That's one of my goats right there.
And then right after we see Lucy on the moon, man, fuck. Imagining David too, man. Damn.
Fuck. I'm depressed, bro. I don't want to watch anything else no more, bro. I'm done. That just, fuck, bro.